I want to give all praises, all honor, and all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors unto our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, the men I learned this truth from. I want to say peace, mercy, and blessings to all the hopeful elect. The true name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, which means He exists, that He is to be. The true name of the Son is Yahushai, which means He is the deliverer. We are the Hebrew Israelites. Today we're being called Black, African American, Colored, Negro, Native American, Seminole Indian, Latin, Hispanic, but we're actually the lost people. We're of the children of Israel. We make up the Hebrews, the lost 12 tribes. The self-proclaimed white man, Caucasians, Europeans, right? They're actually the Edomites. According to the Holy Bible, they're the devil and Satan, the old serpent from the garden, and the end of the world. Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it, all right? And this is going to be a response video to this brother's video, the Hopeful Elect 3. All right, and he shared the video. All right, as you can see, man shared his dream about the beast system. All right, so this is a long video, and I'm sure you probably already seen it, and that's the spirit. I'm just reading this comment because I thought I had the same thing when I watched the video. It says, wow, very edifying. Watch the movie Implanted. It shows the MOTB to the T, right? So, two movies I wanted to actually, you'll see right here, I already have them pulled up, just to look at them. Right there's the movie Implanted, which goes into the synopsis or the summary of the movie, if you will. And another one is called Upgraded. All right, it's a film called Upgraded. Both of these films are about chips that they put inside of you. All right, hence why they named the movie Upgrade. Hence why they named the movie Implanted. Okay, so I'm going to play this man's dream, his testimony. Again, it's kind of a lengthy video, but he's, so if you've seen it already, forgive me. It's on my spirit to play the whole thing.
Alright guys, I just had another dream. I don't know why God is giving me these dreams lately, but it shook me to the core. And it's 2 a.m. right now. Not a good time to post on TikTok if you want views, but it's the same exact thing that happened to me a few days back with that first dream that I had. But I tried to go back to sleep and God told me, go put this out. So here I am. I'm just going to talk and tell you what I experienced this time. It was probably one of the most real dreams that I've ever experienced. And I was laying down and I just went into like this deep sleep. And I do a business on the side with some great people all throughout the world. And it's with social media and all this other stuff. And I was working with someone who is overseas, and they said, "Hey, you gotta see this. It's this new technology that is going to make our business so much easier and flow so much better, and it's going to be a lot less personal effort for you because throughout the day, right now you spend 10 hours doing what you do. This is going to eliminate it and be simultaneous."
And right off the bat, this sounds like the AI technology. All right, forgive me for stopping the video. I'm going to go back and play the whole thing. But right off the bat, it sounds like the AI technology. All right. So recently in the news, this is from Leo Holman, right, from Substack.com. There's actually an app you can get too. All right. Let me see if I can go to it. I just downloaded the app. Okay, they want me to sign up. I'm not doing that. It says, Project Stargate is upon us. Trump to invest $500 billion and new U.S. data centers to boost the power of artificial intelligence. So just ponder upon that, man. They're spending 500 billion, all right, and U.S. data centers to boost the power of artificial intelligence, all right, and that shit already, it kind of feels like it just came out of nowhere, out of left field, and it's already taken over. And then top of that, you have Elon Musk making statements like by the year 2030, which is 5 years from now, that uh, all the jobs will be taken by AI, and they want to put all the people on a high universal income. You know, but what are you gonna have to do or accept from the government to receive this high universal income? You know, it says is Trump being used to build out the superstructure of a digital system that could later be weaponized by some future ruler, just as 5G and warp speed were weaponized? President Donald Trump's grand vision for an AI project code named Stargate just got jump started with an infusion of 500 billion. 500 billion. To understand what's going on, you must read my January 19 article. It's all a game. Both sides serve the same master, right? Which, Kamala or uh, Mr. Trump, they're all puppets. They're all doing the bidding of the elite banksters, all right? This article was controversial. I would be the first to admit that. The day before President Trump. But even I had no inkling that my warnings about Trump would manifest so quickly. I expected to take months, if not years, before I was vindicated and publicly revealing my concerns about the man that I and my fellow conservatives voted for to be the 47th president of the U.S. After all, the alternative was a take a look at the news today about Trump's AI investment bombshell story, which is breaking at CBS News and in the conservative media as Zero Hedge. Below is an excerpt from the Zero Hedge version. Shares of U.S. based technology company Oracle surged as much as 6.5% in late afternoon trading following a CBS News report indicating that President Donald Trump plans to announce billions of dollars in private sector investment to expand America's artificial intelligence infrastructure, which, mind you, all right, the AI infrastructure of Babylon is completely backwards and is way far behind than that of the other nations, such as China, for example. China is pretty much leading in the artificial intelligence race. Sources say OpenAI, SoftBank, and Oracle will be part of the joint venture called Stargate. The heads of the tech firms plan to invest 100 billion and then up to 500 billion over 4 years into building AI infrastructure across the U.S. SoftBank CEO Masayoshi Son, Sam Altman of OpenAI, and Larry Ellison of Oracle will be in the White House on Tuesday afternoon. There will be no further details about the Stargate JV, except with the understanding that more information will be unveiled later. According to sources, Stargate will begin with a massive data center in Texas, with additional AI projects planned across other states. Other investors are expected to join the venture. Forget the practical issue with this policy, such as the fact that we already have a shortage of water and electric power in this country. Two things that these massive data collection centers consume with unmatched ferocity. We will get what's left over and pay higher prices for it. As I stated in my Sunday Substack post, Republican presidents often play the role of setup man for future Democrat presidents. Bush did it for Obama with the USA Patriot Act, FISA court and intrusive homeland security apparatus. Trump 1.0 did it for Biden with Operation Warp Speed and 5G. And now Trump 2.0 is doing it for a future Democrat president with AI. Okay, so there's both two wings of the same bird, and they all work together. One sets up another. He's going to invest $500 billion to build out the superstructure of artificial intelligence. which will later be weaponized against we, the people, by a future administration. You could bet your ass on that. Okay? And Lord willing, there won't be another president coming into office. Lord willing, all this happens. The implementation of the MOTB, the third woe that coming quickly, time of Jacob's trouble, the second coming of Yahushua, all under this man's term. You know? It says, the future president, perhaps a Democrat, will use the Trump maximized power of AI to establish a digital surveillance slave state second to none in the world and throughout history, which they're trying to do that now. They're trying to establish smart cities, all right, which is what, a lot of the burning down of LA, different parts of Altadena, different parts of the valleys, and, different parts of that state was about getting ready to set up these 15-minute smart cities, man, right? Trump is putting together the most impressive and intimidating public-private partnership with the world has ever seen to realize his dream of creating a supersized AI. Don't be deceived by all the good and necessary things Trump is doing. I'm glad he is showing up the border, declaring there are only two genders, and hopefully bringing it into all the wars. But at the same time, it's all a setup. Biden was used by the globalists to break down the country so that Trump could put it back together again, right? Build back better. As the Spirit says it. Build back better in the image of the World Economic Forum's vision for a great reset and an all-powerful digital beast system. So that's what is being built back better. All right, that's what the smart cities is all about. They want to build back an all-powerful digital beast system. And in this man's dream, he was giving a witness to how in his dream, through a vision he experienced what it's like to be a functioning member of that society. Right? He is building the infrastructure of the future algocracy, or ruled by algorithm, where everything and everyone is tagged, tracked, and measured, where every life has allotted a value based on their consumption versus their production, where 15 million cities will lack nothing in their quest to control the movement of people, where paper cash is quaint, which is a quaint memory, meaning a long forgotten, right? And the same for your plastic ID, where wallets are virtual and digital, not something you can put in your pocket. And check this out. It's from Daily Mail Science. UK government to introduce a major change to driver licenses this year, a move that will affect tens of millions of Brits. Okay? The days of getting your driver's license out to prove your age could soon be a thing of the past. The UK government has confirmed that a digital version is being launched this year. A new app will be unveiled this summer, which will include a wallet to store digital versions of official documents. This will begin with a veteran's card, followed by a pilot of driver's licenses. The wallet will make use of security features already built into modern smartphones, such as facial recognition for protection. But those who still like their little plastic card need not worry. Physical documents will remain available, the government said. So look at this shit. Just how you go on your phone and, you got your, you don't really need your cards anymore, because a lot of my bank cards are like this on my phone, and I can use Tap Pay. So sometimes I don't need my wallet. I can just hit the button twice. This will come up. But now, shit, you don't even need your license. You hit your number. You hit your button twice, your license will pop up. Other documents pop up. Everything is going digital. Where we're headed. All right? Another article, which I did a lesson on this earlier this week. This is from Share the Fan Plan. What will you do when you can't buy or sell anything without your unmandated digital identity chip? This is where we're headed, man. And it's going to be the Haragma, the RFID chip, which is that rice device that they want to put inside you, which is the mark of the beast. So back to this video, excuse me.
You're almost not going to have to do any work. And I'm like, hey, yeah, this sounds great. Yeah, let me hear about it. So I'm in my dream, and he goes, I want to introduce you to someone. And I'm like, okay. So he put together a group chat for us, and I'm going back and forth, and I can't figure out who I'm talking to. It's like the person is brilliant. They're saying all of these things, and they said, in order for me to make your life so much easier and make all of this money, the money's gonna be like tenfold. I'm gonna need access to your personal system. I don't know what that meant. That's what I heard in my head. And I'm like, what do you mean personal system? He said, let's try a few things out and you'll get what I'm saying. And I said, all right, I'm gonna go with caution, but show me what you need me to do. And they said, all I need you to do is download this database. So he sent me this link, and I clicked on the link and I hit approve, and it shot through all of, I can't even explain it, but it shot through. When I clicked that link, I started seeing everything get downloaded, almost to like this cloud base of my memory, my business. All of these numbers were popping up. The things that I do on the side for my side business, it was all being basically put on this cloud-based software, and it was being downloaded, and almost like my brain was being downloaded in the air. And he goes, all right, let's try it out. So I hit approve, and I said, are there going to be any like long-term effects? I don't know if I want my information out there like that. And he says, it's already too late. You might as well give it a go now. And I said, oh, okay. Like, I was very hesitant, but I was like, all right, we'll try this out because I trust my friend. I trust this guy who introduced me to this person that I had not seen. So we do a couple of these things for my business, and it goes so well. Everything was done in a matter of minutes. And
What does that sound like? Right? It sounds like when you put some shit in ChatGPT or Ask AI or one of these other AI search engines or apps or websites that people are using. And you have people that are using that shit as I make this video. And they're making other videos, movies, books. They have all these great ideas, and they're using this AI intelligence to make themselves money. Okay, so you're going to have a lot of people coming into money, but that's going to be part of the hour of temptation. You might come into some money, but are you willing to lose? That scripture says, he that shall, seek to save his life shall lose it. You know? This is Matthew 16 and verse 25. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it. And you saving your life is you taking the right device to get food, to get shelter, to get water, for protection from the government or Esau, whatever the case may be. And whosoever will lose his life for my sake shall find it. You losing your life is you being persecuted for not taking it, beheaded, and other things of that nature.
Money that I was making was so much money from doing this thing that I was like, oh man, this is pretty amazing. And he goes, well, I'm going to take it a next step. I'm going to take it a step further. Instead of you actually having to do the couple clicks, the things that you need to do, I'm going to control it for you. I said, what do you mean you're going to control it for me? He said, I'm stronger now because I have access to everything about you. And you will see, don't worry, you will see there are benefits from this. It's going to be great. And in my dream, I'm like, all right, weird, but okay, yeah, let's go for it. So all of a sudden, all of these things started happening that I was doing that I could not control. And I had this vision of someone controlling me, almost like a video game. But it wasn't physically doing this stuff. It was all done through my mind, and it was connecting all the pieces together, everything that I do every single day.
When you watch this movie and plan it, right? So I'm just going to read about it real quick. A struggling woman is implemented with an experimental AI chip. She must fight to survive when it takes control. So these people that you got to remember, the AI goes back into intelligence. All right. Now check this out. Look at the word demon. It means an evil spirit, malignant, supernatural. It says one's genius, right? Look up genius. It says tutelary, moral, spirit who guides and governs an individual through life. So that's what these demons are doing. That's what the AI, that's what the artificial intelligence is doing people right now. So you already have the chip, and that shit works together with the chip. All right. Definitions of genius, it says exceptional intellectual, creative power, or other natural ability. A person who is exceptionally intelligent or creative, either generally or in some particular respect, one of the great musical geniuses of the 20th century. For example, Prince or Michael Jackson, they would be called musical geniuses because they're exceptionally intelligent. Well, the demons possess exceptional intelligence. That's why when we look up the definition of online etymology dictionary for genius, it says tutelary or moral, spiritual guides and governs an individual through life. And that's what's happening with Esau. He's dealing with demons on the left-hand side who's guiding him to set up this beast system, things of that nature. So you do a quick Google search, AI and RFID chips. AI overview. AI RFID chips combine radio frequency identification technology with artificial intelligence to analyze large amounts of data. So the two are going to work hand in hand. This allows for more efficient data processing and the ability to identify patterns and trends that might be missed by traditional methods. Okay? How AI RFID chip works. Data collection. RFID tags generate data about the movement and status of assets over time. Data analysts, AI algorithms, analyze the data to extract insights and actionable information. All right, so as we can see, they work together. All right, now let's look up what happened in this movie. Upgrade. Let's see if I can get like the synopsis. A brutal mugging leaves Gray Trace paralyzed in a hospital and his beloved wife dead. A billionaire inventor, right? Sounds familiar. Soon offers Trace a cure, an artificial intelligence implant called STEM that will enhance his body. Now able to walk, that's dealing with those miracles. Gray finds that he also has superhuman strength and agility, skills he uses to seek revenge against the thugs who destroyed his life. What the synopsis doesn't go into is that by the end of the movie, this STEM implant took over his ass and put him in an alternate reality in his own mind. Okay? Remember when Elon Musk spoke about AI, he said that we're summoning demons. He said that shit.
for work, he was doing it, and it was a guy. He was doing it for me. And I was like, this is incredible. Like, I feel like he took over my mind. And he's like, I have taken over your mind. You've given me access to your mind. When you opened up the link, you gave me access to your mind. And now I have full access to your body. But don't worry, I'm going to make you richer than you've ever been before. So again, he kept promising this. And I reached out to my friend. And I was like, I need to talk to this guy because he's starting to freak me out. And the guy jumped. He as soon as I sent outreach to my partner, it's like it got blocked. And I was only dealing with this guy that took over my body and took over my mind. And he said, no, you only work with me for now. And it freaked me out. And he said, just trust me. And I was like, I'm trying to trust you, but you have full control over me. Like, can I ever get full control of myself again? And he said, no, you're never going to get full control of yourself because you are now mine. And it dug deep. And I was like, you can't have control over me. I said, this is my body. And he goes, watch. And all of a sudden he moved my arm on my own, or on his own. I had no control over it. My entire arm was numb, and it was my right arm. And I was trying to break out of this dream. I started realizing that I was dreaming, and all of these numbers again were popping through my head. Memories with every act that I did, or every act that he did, he got stronger and stronger and stronger. It's like the software was downloading to him. I know this sounds crazy. I don't know what it means. I have a feeling, but I'm just going to keep going with this. So I broke out of my dream, and I caught myself in between a state of asleep and awake, and I was talking, and I said, just don't control my body anymore. Don't control my body anymore. And when I woke up, again, in this dream state, I couldn't move my arm. It was literally like it was controlled. And in my mind, I'm like, I'm never going to regain my body ever again. And all of a sudden, I went right back into my dream state. And I was going to talk to this guy. I finally had the opportunity to talk to him. And I opened up this door to go into this room. And it was a guy sitting in this chair. But I couldn't see his face. Everything was dark. And he said one more time, you are mine. And then I woke up.
That represents, right, some people might say the Antichrist. But we know, being in the truth, excuse me, we know that being in the truth that there's not just one Antichrist. There are many. So this whole beast system is Antichrist, meaning it's anti-anointed, meaning the system is anti-Yahushai. So that figure represents the elites, the 1%, the top-ranking families, or Satan, who's going to usher in this beast system, Esau, Edom. All right, dealing with the upper echelon of Esau. Okay, because what do they want over all the people? Ultimately, they want total control. Or it's got to revert back to that interview between Aaron Russo and one of the Rockefellers. He said they want total control. To where if anyone bucks up against them, they just cut your chip off, and cut you out from the smart city, cut you out from making all this money, cut you off from society. You become an outcast. Or throw you in a concentration camp and behead you. A lot of people are going to take compliance. They're gonna rather, take that chip and have, pretty much what this dream or vision is going into. How people that take that is going to be open themselves up to severe demonic possession. This is from cnet.com. Elon Musk, we are summoning the demon with artificial intelligence. There you go. While we believe smart machines can take us to Mars and drive our cars for us, Musk remains worried that the AI holds a darker potential. Okay? It says, let me just jump down to this part. With artificial intelligence, we are summoning the demon, Musk said last week at the MIT Aeronautics and Astronauts Department's 2014 Centennial Symposium. You know all these stories where there's the guy with the pentagram and the holy water, and he's like, yeah, he's sure he can control the demon, but it doesn't work out. This has become a recurring theme in Musk's public comments. And each time he warns of the AI boogeyman, it seems even more dire. So there you go, man. Okay, there you go.
That was terrifying, to say the least. And God told me that I need to put this out right now. And I don't know if it, I got very strange vibes of the last days. And when I woke up, I knew it had to do with the beast system. That there is going to be so much control and so much wealth and so many promises behind what is to come.
Right, because what are people looking for? They're looking for student loan forgiveness. You know, a lot of people are looking for government aid, food stamps, child support, wait, Section 8. You want to keep these things or you want to continue to get these things? Well, you got to take this rice device.
The mark of the beast, I know it is from God. That we will not, once you give this up, once you give full ownership to your mind and body, whether it's a chip, whatever it is, it's a software download that he showed me, that once I gave full access to this man, I no longer existed myself and I could not control the things that I did anymore. And it was almost like a video game that he controlled me through my body and through my mind.
So there you go, man. Very powerful lesson. All right. Very powerful vision, that he brought out. You know. And this is going to come out a lot, because you got a lot of false camps that are telling you that the mark of the beast is something, right? But then you got the true prophets of Yahweh, Bashem Yahushua, telling you this is a physical mark, a chip and implant that they want to put in you, all right, in the name of convenience, in the name of upgrading you, in the name of making you rich and canceling on all your debts. You know, they're going to package it real good, all right? This is Revelation 13 and 14. And deceived them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles. Okay, so miracles, great wonders, miraculous events, all right, signs. You know, Esau was given his power on the left-hand side, using his weaponry, his technology, his military things of that nature, all right? And many people are going to be caught up in this web of deception, you know, which is how it's going to cause the majority of the people to take this aragma through deception, right, by miracle. Going back to that movie Upgrade, he got into an accident where he got hit in the spine and he couldn't walk again. He was facing severe depression. He couldn't do shit for himself. His mom had to move in with him and take care of him. He lost his woman. Then he gets approached by, this, he gets approached by this Elon Musk type figure, all right, who pretty much introduces him to the rice device. And then once he takes that, he has superhuman strength. He's able to walk again. You know, everything is all good, so it seems. So that's part of those miracles. So what about people that are blind, that are deaf, and they take this aragma? You know, people with prosthetic limbs, things of that nature. You know, it says, which he had power to do inside of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live. So that's America. America is modeled after the image of Rome. Okay, and the recent salute that Elon Musk did, you know, if you don't know the history, you might say, "Oh, he's doing a Nazi salute." When you come back to the history, it actually goes all the way back to the ancient Roman Empire, man. It's a Roman salute, all right? Because what they're saying, make America great again. This is Rome all over again, 2.0, okay? And he had power to give life unto the image of beast, and they're in the spirit of building it back better, all right? And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So if you don't get down with this Roman way of life, then you're going to be killed. Meaning what? Meaning you're going to be cut off from society, thrown in prison. All right, tells you in Revelation 3, 2, all right, the devil shall cast some of you into prison. All right, 16. And he calls it all, both small and great. And that's deep. All right, because that goes into little babies, newborns, infants, toddlers, children, all right, elderly, people with Alzheimer's, all right, newborns fresh out the womb, being born in a hospital. Okay, he's going to cause everyone, rich and poor, okay, whether you're wealthy, all right, or you're poor, because there ain't no middle class. That's being done away with. So you're going to have it or you don't, you know, free and bond to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. So the mark is the haragma, okay? And it doesn't matter, or you know, let's say you try to be a wise ass and get it in your left hand. No, okay? You still accepted it and you're still benefiting from it, okay? It says, free and bond to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So without this, you won't be able to do any kind of transaction, because we can see everything is going digital. Hell, your wallet is going digital. Everything's going to be right on your phone, okay? And then pretty soon, everything's going to be right on your mark. That's going to be right implanted inside of you, okay? And they're going to pretty much, you know, hack that bitch. And Most High's going to give Satan and the demons power to possess you through you taking that implant. All right, now I speak as a man, you know, but it gives you a visual of that in movies like Implanted and Upgrade. And then from his dream, that's the testimony he gave. It sounded like possession, you know. It says 18, and here's the wisdom: let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. Okay. If you look at the word for 666 in the Greek, that is chi stigma. All right, that's going to take you back to Strong's G4742.
Strong's G 4742, stigma. Stigma.
Which means to prick, showing you that it's something physical. Okay. A mark incised or punch for recognition of ownership. Meaning what? Meaning they're going to own you. Meaning what? You're not going to have your own mind. Right? A mark pricked and branded upon the body. To the ancient Oriental usage, slaves and soldiers bore the name or the stamp of their master or commander, branded or pricked into their bodies to indicate what master general they belonged to. And there were even some devotees who stamped themselves in this way with the tokens of their god. So this is something physical, and it's coming fast. We're in those times. Down there in Texas, you had this man dressed as the devil, supposedly Satan, go up to this lady's door, ring the bell, wrap the ring camera. He puts Revelation 20, 1 through 50, and that's the whole chapter of Revelation 20. But in the Revelation 20 chapter, it speaks about the devil being loosed a little season, the third woe, the second coming of Yahweh Shai, all right? Members of the elect being beheaded for not taking this mark and worship the beast, So that's the times that we're in, man. We're in the end game. All right? Which is why the Spirit is getting on brothers to push out more videos. All right? Because we're in a time, we're in the home stretch. All right? So brothers are running faster, sprinting. Excuse me, I'm not saying this, of course we know it's a marathon and not a race. But the point I'm trying to make is that, we're kicking it up a notch. Okay? Kicking it into overdrive, man. Which Lord will not be part of the elect. And I don't take this aragma, and neither are you hopeful elect or sheep out there listening, man. Because it's not a game. This is Revelation 3, and this time we're coming into is known as the hour of temptation. All right? Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation. So even though, the saints, Lord willing, with the elected believers, we're going to lose a lot, pretty much everything, could possibly end up homeless, because how the hell are you going to pay your rent? Because right now, said you can just cash app, your landlord, all right? So what about when everything goes digital? How are you going to get, how are you going to pay rent? So how are you going to have a roof over your head? So that's the hour of temptation. Hour going into season. Temptation means enticement to sin, means there's going to be a season that comes upon the world that entices people to commit the sin of receiving this, which is what we're building ourselves up for. I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. When you go into that root word of the word try, I believe the word there is para, which means through the idea of piercing. So the elites have come up with a grand idea to pierce you, to have ownership over you, man, to have total control over you. All right? But there's heavy penalties for taking that, man. Okay, so Revelation 16:2, and the first went out and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the MOTB, and that worshipped the image of his beast. So let's look up this word, sore.
Strong's G 1668, Helkas. Helkas.
A sore, an ulcer, a wound producing a discharge or pus. Right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So people who take that shit, man, they're going to get heavy judgment from Yahweh Shem Yahushua. One more scripture. So Revelation 14 and verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his MARK in his hand or in his forehead, or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. So that's going into the second death. Revelation 20 speaks about the second death, which is Babylon the Great being destroyed by the nuclear missiles, becoming a lake of fire. Okay? So the people that take that, they're going to be left in Babylon the Great while those nukes are coming, hidden, destroying wind of radiation, and they're going to get cooked in that shit. Okay? And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the lambs. So simultaneously, while this is happening, the elect are going to be delivered. Yahushua and the angels are going to be destroying and delivering. All right? So the elect are going to meet the Lord in the air. They're going to be looking down from the ship. It's going to look like a lake of fire. All right? Watching all the wicked burn. Okay? Before that, some brothers are going to die. Some brothers are going to be martyrs. Some brothers are not. All right? Going back to Revelation 20. This is Revelation 20 and verse 4. And I saw thrones, and they that sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them, meaning the elect, for overcoming this world. He that endured unto the end shall inherit all things. Right? And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded For the witness of Yahweh and for the word of Yahweh, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither they received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands. You see? So for not taking that, you could be threatened with being your head chopped off, man. Okay? And they lived and reigned with Hamashiach 1,000 years. So that's the first fruits. Okay? That's the first fruits for overcoming this. Because it says, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, be thou faithful, and thou shalt have tribulation 10 days. Matter of fact, let me just get it. It's Revelation chapter 2, verse 10. It's like, I don't know why it's like that. It's Revelation 2 and 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer, which goes into persecution. You know all of that, man. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and you shall have tribulation 10 days. Meaning you're going to go through trials and tribulation, test in prison for a complete amount of time. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. So unto death, meaning what? Unto even if it means you being beheaded, because you're going to get a crown of life. That's why in Revelation 24 says, I saw thrones and the souls of them that were beheaded. Because now that they're beheaded and they was faithful unto death, they ain't try to save their life. They gained life. Okay? So Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. I want to say shalom to the elect.